Shalom, shalom, shalom. This is your brother Mayaya Binyah. I want to come to you from the book of Genesis chapter 4 verse 9. I will be coming from the King James version of the Bible. Genesis chapter 4 verse 9. Hallelujah. And Yahweh said unto Cain, Where is Abel thy brother? And he said, I know not. Am I my brother's keeper? Hallelujah. I wanted to use that verse as the foundation for the request that I am about to make. My request is to my people. It is time that we make a ceasefire. It is time that we put the weapons down. It is time that, unlike Cain, we live up to what is stated here. It is time that we know without a shadow of a doubt that we are our brother's keeper. Not as Cain did, with sarcasm and knowing that which he done and making a question of it. We need to make a statement of surety that we are our brother's keeper. And when I say our brother, that includes our sisters as well. It is time that we as a people once again walk with dignity and integrity and with our heads held up high. We can no longer destroy ourselves. We can no longer kill ourselves and talk about Black Lives Matter when Black lives don't even matter to ourselves. We cannot, get so angry and upset when somebody else take a life of a brother and a sister. Yet we do it to ourselves at a higher level. Daily, in some locations within the United States, there is about 20 murders or more during the weekend where we are killing ourselves. Now, don't get me wrong. We should be up in arms. We should be upset when a police officer or anybody else murder us. But I am more angry when we snuff out each other's light for no reason at all. Because you stared at me. Because you stepped on my shoes. I saw you look at my girl. I want to earn a teardrop. I want to get my street creds. I want to be known. I want everybody to know I'm not no punk. And we have many people, because of the attitudes that we carry towards one another. There's many brothers, sisters, mothers, fathers not going home simply because we snuffed their lights out for no reason at all. Because we do not want to be our brother's keeper. If we cannot feel safe and secure within our own community, around our own people, where are we going to feel safe at? It makes no sense for me to see my brothers walking down the street and I feel I have to walk across the street or let them have their way because I don't want to get in their way. I remember back in the day when we greeted one another, where we could extend a hand to one another, where we could greet each other with respect and love friendship towards one another and be complete strangers, and it was legit, it was real. But now we are so fragmented, we are so broken that as soon as we see one another, we see an enemy before us. But I got to get my hit in. I got to get my, let me get my shot off first before he do it to me. Because we see each other as our enemies. We do not see each other as our brothers and as sisters. We don't see each other as kings and queens. We see each other as a nigger, as a hoe. And I love something my wife always say. What happened to the dignity? We have lost the dignity. We have lost all respect for one another. Because many of us have no self-respect, so therefore they do not respect anyone else. And it's sad when we do not. It's sad when we are leading. We are the leading method of our own extinction. We take ourselves out more than any racial cop. We kill ourselves at a higher level than any encounter with a road cop. We are the ones that drive parents to their knees because one of their children is not coming back because they ran up on the wrong brother or sister. All because we have the spirit of Cain. Cain took his brother's life. And we have that same spirit. Cain asked the question, am I my brother's keeper? I'm not responsible for my brother. I got my life, he got his. But we need to make a statement. It's not a question, it's a statement. I am my brother's keeper. Not am I. I am my brother's keeper. I should not have to fear seeing my people come down the road and feel I got to cross it. I should be able to continue to proceed down the same road that they are coming down and greet them. Because I remember back in the day, it was that way. Back in the day, I did not fear being amongst my own people. But it's not that way. Sadly, it's not that way. Now, every community is not that way, and I know that. But a large majority of the black community just seem to have lost all respect for one another. Life is not valued in our own community. We do not respect ourselves, and therefore it's easy to not respect others. If you don't care about living, it's pretty easy that we're not going to care about anybody else's life too. So we have to wake up as a people. We cannot place demands on others to respect us when we don't even respect ourselves. How are we going to say Black Lives Matter, but the high percentage of the person that is ending our lives are our own people? We got to stop the cycle of self-destruction that's going on within our families and our communities. We as a people have to become united. Whatever petty differences you may have, it's time to squash them. Because we believe that there is a endangered species tag on us. And the one thing about, being an endangered species, you're supposed to be protected. But That is not true. People still hunt that which they don't supposed to hunt. We have to wake up as a people. I have to be able to look at my brother and know when he look at me, he values me, even though he do not know me. Because when I look at you, my brother and my sister, I value you. I want you to make it. I want you to have a great day today. I want you to get to wherever you may be heading to and get there safely. Be very productive and then come back home to your loved ones. That is what I want for you when I see you, when I encounter you. I don't want you to look at me and think my life don't matter. I don't want you to look at me and under your breath you cursing me and you don't even know me. Cussing under your breath like I'm violating your airspace, like I took air oxygen from you. These things should not be within our own community. We should respect all lives. That's a given. But when are we going to show to the world that black lives do indeed matter? And the only way that is made known to the world is when we put down the knives, the guns, any weapon of destruction that you use to end the life of your own brother and your own sister and the people of your own hue. My brother, my sister, wake up. It's time that we all get on the same page and show the world, and most of all to ourselves, that we are a unique and special people. We are a people that could accomplish great things together, operating as one. And most of all, these things can be done when we have a respect and a love for one another. And when we only want good things to happen for one another. Now that they say about us, it's just like being in a crab barrel. One crab tried to get out, the other crab grabbing them and pulling them back down. We have to stop that mentality. I remember back in the day, if somebody accomplished something good in our community, there was a party. We celebrated the successes of our people. Somebody graduated, everybody in that community felt like they had a share in it, and they celebrated. Somebody got that promotion, we were happy they got that promotion because it made us dream, it made us believe. But somewhere around, I don't know when it happened, we just stopped caring. We just stopped. But we can get it back. It is not over for us as a people. We can still rise up and do that which is right. We can do it. But we must do it together. We must join hand in hand. We must be on one accord. We must come together because we have a common foe. We have to come together. We have to watch out for one another. We have to encourage one another. We have to come together and help one another out when we see a brother and sister in need. We need to come together and help to whatever capacity you can help. But if we have the attitude of Cain, we don't care what's going on with our brothers and sisters. We need to denounce the attitude and the spirit of Cain. And we need to change this word and not make it a question like Cain did to when Yah asked him about the whereabouts of his brother. Cain said, "Am I my brother's keeper?" We don't need to say that. We need to say this straight out. We need to put this down, let the whole world hear. I am my brother's keeper. I am my sister's keeper. And that's just the bottom line. That's how it has to be. That is what it must become. So I am calling for a ceasefire. when we cease the fire upon each other, lives matter. We show that life is precious when we could cease fire and come together and unite and say the war is over. It is time for the civil war that we have called upon each other to come to a close. It is time that we as a people show that we are a people united and strong. And that is all I wanted to say. This is your brother, Mayael Ben Yah, aka Tommy Kurtad. Shalom, love, and blessings.